Hi, it's Jennifer Mazzarillo, and here is today's Maverick Moment for Tuesday, August 23rd. Just wanted to talk a little bit today about compensation. I know it's a hot topic for many people these days, and people certainly are feeling like either they're being squeezed or the compensation gains made by making a move or getting promoted aren't as significant as they once were in the past. And guess what? You're right. The market is busy and the market is buoyant, but since 2008, certainly baseline salaries have hit rock bottom and are still creeping up. They may not be where they were at 2008, although they are getting close. So what I can tell you is while you may feel like you're getting squeezed, which may be true to some extent, I think compensation and the market is growing and is improving. So as it relates to compensation, I wanted to sort of cover three main areas. One is HR, one is the hiring manager, and one is the candidate. So I'd like to talk quickly about each of those areas. In terms of HR, when you're doing recruitment or even annual salary reviews, I want to make sure that you're really tuned into the market. And why I say this is, one of the biggest drivers for people that approach me about wanting to look for something new is, they don't feel like they're being compensated fairly. That's not always the main driver, but it is a factor once I start to probe and dig into the detail. It certainly becomes much more prevalent that, actually, as a matter of fact, compensation is a bit of an issue. So it may not be the first driver, but it is definitely sort of an underlying factor there. So you want to make sure that your salary bands and your salary grids allow for you to have some flex as it relates to information that you gather on the market. And the way you gather information on the market is, talk to your main recruiters. They should be able to be a resource for you and give you information on what they're seeing in the market. They're certainly the frontline people that deal with this every day, and certainly will be able to give you some current and updated information and very specific based on which type of role you're looking for. If you're a hiring manager, you certainly want to discuss with HR the market. You want to understand where your flex is in your salary band. You want to understand how much you're looking at bringing the person in, and you want to also look at total rewards. So it's not just a base salary discussion, it's what else can we offer this person, what else do we offer these people. So, you want to understand your benefits plan. You want to make sure that that information is passed on to the recruiter if you're using a recruiter to do any sort of hiring. You want to understand, is there an RSP match? What is the pension like? Are there flex days? What's the vacation? So compensation is a component of total rewards. People fixate on base salary, obviously, because, from my perspective, people care about what they take home in their jeans every 2 weeks. But, you also want to make sure as the hiring manager you understand total rewards. The other piece is for the candidate. And I would say for the candidate, you want to make sure that you've got an appropriate ideal target range. Now, what this doesn't mean is that because you're making 90 and you're looking for 120, it doesn't mean that that particular client for that particular role is prepared to give you a $30,000 increase just to get you to change jobs. So you need to be respectful and you need to be tuned into the market, and you need to also sort of be reasonable in your expectations. Again, using a recruiter, you're able to get this information readily at your fingertips. Searching on your own or getting something through your own network, you need to be much more upfront and much more direct about the compensation discussion. When you're using a recruiter, it's much easier as a candidate to have that salary discussion out at the very beginning, the very first meeting, and then it's off the table. An offer should never fall apart because of compensation. Anyway, that's my thoughts on compensation. I guess it's time I better go try to make some compensation today, and hope you have an awesome week. Take care.